Alexa, stop. This is it.
Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Everybody introduce yourselves.
Okay. I'm Adrian Giardetti. Hey, what's up?
I'm Shania Pierre.
So today we're gonna do 18 things we learned in 2018.
Probably the worst year of my life.
I'm ready.
Is there any way this plant can be like less invasive?
You can move it back.
Adrian, you start.
Okay, so the first thing I learned is don't get caught up in how fast life goes. Do everything at your own pace. Don't compare yourself to other people, because next thing you know, you're 10 steps behind because you're trying to live someone else's path and not follow your own.
Okay,
That's deep.
that turned deep.
Wow. Too deep?
No.
Was your channel ready
We
for
just
that?
didn't know you were that smart.
Yay.
Bye.
Bye.
I'm back. Okay. Your
Okay.
turn.
My turn.
It's all you, baby.
One of the things I learned in 2018, I don't need that,
Oh,
sweetie.
okay.
One of the things I learned in 2018 is a book quote from one of our favorite books.
Self-care for the real world.
You have
There
it?
it is. Yeah.
She got me one.
How many did you take?
3. One for each of
Okay,
us.
anyways, so the quote is, "It only heals when it heals, and you will be done when you are done."
What does it mean?
Adrian's just scrolling on Instagram like we're not trying to film a video.
No, I'm...
Anyway, so basically it just means that everybody has something they're trying to recover from and heal from, and you always want to like rush the process, and you're always like, wow, I'm mad at myself, I should be over this right now. But like you have to give yourself that time to heal, and you have to know that like no matter how many times you say you're gonna stop doing this that's hurting you, or stop talking to this person that's disrespecting you, like you're gonna be done when you're done, and then you can just like be done.
Easier said than done.
Yeah, that's the whole point.
You're absolutely
with
right.
all of these,
but
actually,
yeah.
you have to be kinder to yourself to know that it'll take time to get through what you gotta get through.
Exactly.
First thing I learned in 2018 was that things take time and that you have to be super patient with other people and yourself. So I don't know how to really elaborate on that, but like a lot of things happened to me this year that I had like certain deadlines set for. So even just like not being in school right now and stuff, like it really freaked me out because I wanted to graduate in 2020 so bad. But then when I realized that had to be set back, like for myself, I realized that
Sorry to cut you off. You're
Wow.
on great. You're doing
I
it.
realized that things just have to take time. It's kind of like yours, honestly.
No,
Everything
I
happens
agree.
at your own pace. You just gotta be patient and know that you are exactly where you need to be
I think-
right now.
I think we all want things now and like really fast, as soon as possible. Like we want the easiest way to get to the end, but that's like impossible.
Yeah, shortcuts never give you a good outcome.
My next one is change your perspective to be open to receive new ideas, new experiences, walk new paths, and view the world in a different light. So basically what that means is take a minute every now and then, reflect, step back, and see how you're dealing with situations and make notes of if you should change how you're handling things.
And also stay open-minded too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because then if you're not open to anything, you just go through your life with
Tunnel
one-
vision.
One view, yeah.
Yeah.
And
My next one is people don't change because we've been new. You know, a lot of people make a lot of promises to you that they're gonna change the way they're acting. Like when you tell them that something is bothering you and that like something's just not gonna work, like that you deserve better. And if people continue to tell you that they're going to change, just don't waste your time.
this sounds like a relationship experience.
It sounds like a subtweet.
We've been new. We've been new. We've been new. Yeah. Usually the way people present themselves to you in the first place is pretty accurate, and I can't remember whose quote this is. I think it's like Maya Angelou or something. When somebody shows you who they are, believe them.
I feel like it's also important to trust your gut feeling. When
Yeah.
you like get red flags, I think it's easy when you really like love someone to not look at them and ignore them almost. But no, red flags are important and your intuition usually knows. I guess that's something I also learned in 2018.
All right, so that's yours. Back to
Cut her off.
Wow, really? Next one is, everyone needs a friend and an opportunity. This one's kind of based on just meeting new people in 2018 and realizing that like some people might look like they have their life all together and stuff, but they really just like they want someone to talk to, or they want someone that like offers them support and things like that. But yeah, I think every single person needs that, even like the most famous of people and the most like lonely of people. And the opportunity piece is based on people that I know that have like loads of talent and just don't have the chance to like show it to the world or share it with their friends, and like it's all they really need to start getting a move on things they want to do, you know? So
I agree. I think no one gets through life alone, and that you need someone at least.
No
like one
man
person.
is an island.
But
I don't even know
I don't know
that
that song. Yeah.
Ben Howard.
oh, okay,
But
yeah.
And yeah, number 7. So another thing that I learned, or I still need to work on, is communication is key. And I know we've all heard that before, but it really prevents a lot of things. It prevents arguments. It prevents assumptions. Because if you communicate all of your feelings or everything to the other person or whatever, then you guys know each of your sides and you can resolve it adequately, I feel like.
Number 8. I hate the hands. Number 8.
Yes.
That's my number 8. Oh, be kind to yourself when you are sad. So, you know,
I really like that one.
it's an important one. I
That's
realize,
hard.
you know, it is hard, but I realized this year I'm pretty good at it. I don't think I've been good at it in previous years, but like this year I definitely had some points where, you know, people did me dirty, or I just felt like really down, and I was just like super kind to myself, and I would like make a little mantra and say it to myself. It's just important to like speak kindly to yourself even when you don't feel your best, because that's the only way you're going to get back to a good headspace. So
It's true.
if you're feeling down,
Yeah, for sure.
you have to like make a little mantra, and even if you don't like believe it when you say it in the first place, like when you're first feeling bad, like the more you say it, the more you'll start to feel
Believe
better
it,
and
yeah.
believe it. Yeah.
I think that's a great idea.
I agree. I could never. I think you should treat yourself how you treat other people. So, like, if your friend
I'm
started
what I'm
texting
saying
you
is-
and said, like, I'm really upset about this, this, and this, you're not going to be like,
Yeah.
why are you upset? There's no reason for you to be as sad as you are. Like,
Yeah,
get it
yeah.
together, da-da-da-da-da.
Which
You're going to
some
be
people do.
comforting, but real good friends.
What I
you're going to
mean-
be comforting
Yeah,
them.
yeah.
Treat
What I
yourself
mean-
like your best friend, I should say.
What I mean by a little kid is like, if a little girl was crying, would you be like, you suck it up, like, it's a tough world? Like, no, you'd be like, oh, it's okay, like, it's gonna get better, everything's okay, like,
And the mantra thing's really good too.
yeah.
Number 9, kindness goes the longest way. You can do a lot of things to people. You can be mean to people and try to get your point across. You can be rude. You can be blunt. But I think kindness does actually go the longest way. Someone's going to probably do something for you if you're actually kinder to them than meaner to them or yelling at them and all those things. I think it just solves a lot of problems and situations a lot faster than the meanness and animosity that can happen.
Being kind
I'm using my
gets you what
hands
you want.
a lot. Yeah, being kind gets you what you want.
Been there.
It's tea.
Number 10. I've learned this over the years, but especially this year. So basically, no matter what happens to you, like a death in the family, a really horrible incident, always look at what you've learned from it and how you've grown after the situation and like the skills it's given you from that point on and equipped you for the rest of your life.
Yeah,
Because I think going through things makes you stronger and actually prepares you more for life.
it's true.
Okay, what are we on, 11?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's on the Eckhart Tolle, how do you say his last name? Tolle? Do you
I
even
don't
know what I'm
know
talking
what you're
about?
talking about.
You know the Power of
Eckhart?
Now guy?
Is this politics?
No.
No.
It's like personal development. Anyways, but like the thing I learned was that like don't listen to most of the things your mind tells you, because it's just like your ego
Unless it's a
battling
good thing.
on trying to, well, no, because there's like the ego that's trying to like mess you up, and it's judging other people and it's judging yourself.
It's fake
and
news.
it's just
Yeah.
it's fake news, and it's just comparing yourself to other people or comparing other people to other people, and it's just like nonsense. And
Whole
just
mess.
because it's happening in your mind doesn't mean it's like real. It doesn't mean it's like the truth of what you think. It's just like that voice in your head that everybody has that's like sick. It's described in the book as an illness. Like, it's not like a...
Tea.
I don't know.
So we're all
You have to read
sick.
the book. Yeah,
We're
in a
all
way.
now
Just
sick.
don't always listen to that voice in your head because it's not necessarily right.
Facts.
It's true.
Number
This is
12.
number 12.
Oh, we're getting there.
We are. I'm surprised we made it this far, I can't lie. Never thought that hip hop could take it this far. Everyone is growing up and everyone needs their own time and their own space. So by that, I mean, we're all out here making moves, so you can't be upset when your friend is busy, like doing something else, and you can't anticipate that the friendships you've had since childhood will stay as close as they always have been. A lot of my closest friends were not as close as we used to be, and I was pretty hurt
And you got
about it.
new ones.
I got new ones, but also I was pretty hurt about it to begin with because it was just my familiarity. They were basically my family, and they still are at their core. It's just that, like, we all gotta make our money moves, baby.
Okay, number 13. Don't use people. And I've learned that this year. Okay, 14. Go ahead.
Here's 14. Everything's the same until it's different. Okay.
You just love that book.
That's not from the book.
It sounds like...
It sounds.
I made that up a long time ago.
Google it. Google.
The point is, like, you think everything is one way. Like, you could be in a bad situation and you could be like, I can never see this ending. Like, I can never see things getting better than this. And then they just do. Like, you can't just count on... Also, the opposite can happen. You can't count on things lasting for ever or for even a long time. Like, if you are in any kind of situation and you just, like, cannot see it getting any better, just know that it probably will because everything is always in flux. And what's that thing, that Teen Wolf quote I told you guys a while ago?
God.
Regression towards the mean.
Can we not quote Teen Wolf?
Because, like, things are either... Sometimes things are really, really going well and they're really up for you, or sometimes they're really down, but there's always going to be a regression towards the mean, which
from
basically
New
just means,
Oh,
like...
we're talking like a bell curve, right?
Yeah, but we're also talking Teen Wolf. Dylan O'Brien.
Everything's always going to even out, and everything's always in flux, and everything's always going to change. So, like, if you can't see anything changing, It will.
Oh, it will.
I think it's very true. I think I feel that way about my emotions, honestly. Like, I feel like I can be incredibly emotionally aroused and just, like, think that I'm gonna be sad forever or, like, angry forever. Or, I don't know, feel some way about someone forever. But, like, it's all very temporary.
Yeah.
I think we've all
Yeah.
been through that. We
Yeah.
just, like, think this person is it.
and
But
then
then
the next
eventually
day
they're
comes
not.
along.
Especially in your first
This ain't
relationship.
it, Chief.
Oh, 15.
Okay, number 15. If you want something done, do it yourself. That's what I learned this year. This actually is in reference to my mom. She'll constantly ask me to do things for her and then be like, this isn't right, you should have done it this way. And, like, I kind of just realized that, like, all of these issues would have been solved if she just did it herself. But
Isn't this supposed to be
mean
about
it.
you?
No, but at the same time, I learned it because I can reflect within myself about times where I'll be upset with, like, the way something has been created or the way, like, a group project was done or something. And then I'm like, this all would have been, like, prevented if I just did it myself. I don't know. I can't handle other people and their timelines and their work ethic and, well, this is turning into tea. But
I was just gonna
I
say.
realized that, like, even for the other person on the other half of that, like, if they just did it themselves, like, everyone would just be happy. Because you, at the end of the day, you're the only one you can blame if you do that. And I feel so much more comfort with that. I'd rather mess something up terribly and be like, I did it, instead of having to be like, well, it's their fault and
Yeah.
da-da-da-da-da.
And people love blaming other people.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I love blaming other people, but again,
So-
I sleep better at night if I can say, Shania, you're the one that messed this up and you're the one that's gonna fix
Are you
it.
sleeping though?
Well, you don't have to drag me in this video. Not with this coffee.
Facts. 16. Basically, work on yourself now. Never push doing anything for yourself into the future or later on. And don't suppress emotions, because if you don't deal with it now, if you don't deal with it yesterday or last week, that shit's gonna pop up in your future. Deal with it now, focus on yourself now, and you'll have more success in the future if you handle all your issues in the present.
Number 17 is don't let the mean things someone did to you affect the way you perceive other people's actions. Sometimes you get so used to the way people treat you that you think it's normal, and then when people treat you differently, you perceive it as wrong
Or weird or abnormal.
weird or like whatever. So for example, like for me, I've had some, rocky relationships.
Your exes are gonna love this video.
They're probably not going to watch it.
Comment and like if you dislike if you watched it.
Oh my god, stop. But But like, so I had a relationship that was very up and down, very always like, I never knew it was gonna happen, and I never knew it was gonna happen, and I was just always so like emotionally, like just too involved and drained and just like on the verge of like crying at every moment. So then during my next,
we're all glad you're out of that.
We are indeed.
So then during my next one, the next guy I met, he was just like so nice, and I was like, well, this is boring. But then I realized, no, it's not boring, it's just good. Like, this is just what it's supposed to be like. I'm not supposed to be on my toes ready to fight at every moment. Like, it's supposed to just be calm, good vibes.
I think it's important to meet every person in your life with a very open mind as well.
Yeah.
No matter what judgments you might create before you like interact with them or see them. It's good to just know that this is a brand new person, a blank slate that can go anywhere. Really.
Just can't let like the way you've been wired, like don't let people wire you wrong.
Yeah.
You know? Because you get used to being treated a certain way, and then you think that's right, and you think that's normal, and you think other things are weird, but that's just not.
I think we often have a lot of opportunity to be bitter about a lot of things, but like instead of ruminating on that, again, just like
Good word.
have a good
10
like
points.
open, pure heart towards everyone.
Pure, nice broken milk.
Love. Number 18. Don't get mad about your expectations of other people. It's really unfair. I think this is probably the biggest thing I learned in 2018, actually. I found that, like, I would get upset with my friends or family or anyone about things I expected them to do rather than the actual reality of them. This is something as small as, like, them not following through on plans and, like, something bigger as, like, them disappointing me in a huge way. Like, it's not fair to lash out on them based on that because it wasn't actually what they did. It was the idea of them that I had. Does that make sense?
Yeah, you always. Okay, I'm not trying to drag you.
Oh.
But yeah, no, you do. I think you do expect a lot from your friends, but it's not a bad thing. You just think highly of them. Not all of us are as responsible. But
And there it is.
Thank you so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, follow them. I'll link their stuff in the description below.
Yep.
And I hope your 2019 goes better than 2018.